Hi. Hello, hello. All right. Let's see what we got here. There we go. Okay. I could jibber jabber, but I don't want to. You know what I mean? Man, I did not sleep well last night. How about you? I get too much going on in the brain. I'm so happy to be here today. And I want to work in the chair and standing up today. It's chilly and I want to do a little, I don't know, I want to like move everything, you know? And here we go. Hi, Kari. You made it. I'm so glad. All right. I'm gonna, my lights, I turn my lights on, but they're blue. So I'm just kind of changing my lights. See if I can get a little more light in here. I don't know. Can you see me? All right. I'm being human. I'm being very human. I'm having empathy for myself. Do you know what that is? To have empathy for yourself? Sit on the bones of your butt, please. Which often means we need to move a little forward in the chair. And rest your arms down by your sides. And close your eyes. And feel your breath. If your ribs are stacked directly over top of your pelvis without arching your back or sinking down, your breath will expand into your lungs, move your diaphragm, move your organs all the way down to the bottom of the pelvis. Can you feel that? Continue, but you can open your eyes if you like, and I'll kind of demonstrate with my hands. So as I inhale and the diaphragm goes down, the pelvic floor goes down. And as I exhale, the diaphragm comes up, the pelvic floor comes up. This is happening. But if my ribs are back here, it ain't happening. Or if my ribs are way out here, it ain't happening. It disrupts the communication inside. Can you feel it? So if you're having a hard time, think about these ribs in the front. So a lot of times when we're trying to sit tall, what we'll do is we'll lift the ribs up. I'm standing up straight, but we're really thrusting the ribs forward. Can you bring the ribs down? And maybe that will help you feel this communication. One more. I really want you to check in with that throughout the day, especially if you're feeling like panicky. And let's add breath to this movement. So maybe you're like, no, Andrea, I don't feel it. I don't. So stop talking about it. So maybe things are really tight and they're keeping you from having that. So let's move and see if we can get it to change. So I'm going to intentionally tuck the pelvis around the back, and then I'm going to intentionally arch the back. And as I get comfortable moving through the pelvis, I can move my arms. So as I arch my back, squeeze the blades together, let your arms turn and the palms turn outwards. But when you stay there, I want you to lower your chin down. And then rounding the back, let the front of the shoulders come towards each other, spin the arms and lift your face up. And then you might find, well, my legs are moving. That's great. As I arch the back and squeeze the blades and drop the chin, my knees come apart. And as I round my back, the knees come together, the front of the shoulders come together, and I lift my chin. Always reminds me of like a puppet. So these are natural movements. If it doesn't feel natural for you, something is stuck somewhere. So just do the parts that work for you. So if spinning your arms, rotating your arms up into your shoulder sockets doesn't work, then just don't forget about the arms and just work on the spine. Add the breath. We inhale, arch, squeeze the blades, drop the chin. Exhale, round the back, lift the face, knees together. And if you're spinning the arms, go ahead and really pay attention to the arms rotating as much as you can. Lower the chin to arch the back. So we're getting this tissue movement all the way. And then when you're done, I want to finish with the arch, with the chin down, squeezing the blades. And now just pause back in neutral. Toes and knees forward. Arms down, sitting on the bones of your butt. You got ribs stacked over pelvis. And now check out that breathing. See if it's a little easier now. Oh. Feels easier for me. How about for you? All right. So then we're going to go ankle to thigh. Now, if you bring your ankle to your thigh, I don't care which one you do. But if you do this and it's really hard or really tight or bothers your knee, put a blanket under your butt. Make it kind of high. You can scooch back. You don't have to be at the end. And we're just going to first move the knee up and down. My hand is doing the work. So this pose is similar to being on the floor and doing this pose, or doing a pigeon pose, or a seated Virasana pose. So if you're not somebody who gets on the floor, you have a problem with pigeon, this is a good thing to be practicing. And you want to do it all the time, like every time you sit down. You can just sit like this while you're having a conversation. And then you switch legs, you know? So this time what I want you to do is I lift the knee up, but don't use your hands, and see if you can stay up on your sit bone. So don't round back. Can you stay up, relax your back, hike this knee up. You feel your inner thigh is working and the butt is lengthening. And then I want you to lower it down. And we're just gonna do that one more time. Lift the knee and hold. We're turning on these inner thigh muscles. Lower down and relax. Bend that ankle. I'm going to give myself a little lift, and as I fold, I'm going towards my foot. Oh. And I love to reach down and grab hold of the seat of the chair. So now I don't feel like I'm falling, and we've added breath to this movement to help relax the diaphragm. So I'm hanging on, I'm leaning towards my foot, I'm hanging onto the chair for dear life, and my other hand is going to reach on the diagonal. So I'm reaching out over my toes. Look at the floor and breathe into your back. Inhale through the nose. And as you exhale, exhale through your mouth. Keep your torso where it is, but maybe you can reach your arm further forward. Do 2 more of those. Inhale into your back ribs. Exhale through the mouth, reach the arm. Last one. Lower the arm. You might lean a little forward, go a little deeper. I like it if you felt this back through your thigh, your hip, your butt, your lower back. And when you want to come up, be nice and slow. And when you put the foot back down on the ground, just give it a little wiggle side to side. So the breathing is about creating that change. So a little while ago I said, if you're somebody who is, you feel like you're rounded and you feel like you're always trying to stand up straight, what happens is when we stand up straight, what we do is we just tighten here. We push these back ribs forward. And that tightens your back, your psoas, your diaphragm. So when we're reaching and breathing, what we're trying to do is create some breathing space here so that when you sit up tall, it's because you've relaxed up tall, not because you're tightening to be tall. You get it? Bend your ankle. Use your hand and lift your knee. So the breath is very powerful because we're communicating to the body. If you inhale and hold your breath, if you're like, oh my God, did you hear what she said? You inhale and the diaphragm goes down and goes into a contracted state. And the body thinks there's danger. No hands. Lift your knee. Sit tall. Lift your knee. I feel a stretch. I feel some work. Lower down. One more time. Lift it up and hold. Sitting tall. I know, I know, I know. Lower down. So that's for the hip joint. This is for the diaphragm and psoas. I'm going to move my bottom foot a little bit forward. And I'm going to bend this ankle. And as I lean forward, I'm going to hang on to the leg of my chair, and the opposite arm, I'm going to reach right out over my toes. Now the angle of the body is making the breath go into your back ribs. Inhale through the nose, look at the floor. Exhale all the way through the mouth. The diaphragm goes up and relaxes. The psoas gets the message you're safe. Reach your arm further forward. Inhale through the nose, fill into those back ribs. Exhale all the way through the mouth. Reach it out. Last one. Reach it out. 3 times. That's all you got to do. Lower the arm. Fold forward. You can let your head go. So now we're back to kind of like a stretchy experience that we feel, hopefully, lower back, thigh, butt. If these muscles are really, really tight, it will restrict our ability to bend forward. And come on up when you're ready. Oh my. And then you're going to help your leg down and give your knee a little swish side to side so you create that movement in the hip joint. Motion is lotion, right? Emotion is lotion. All right, let's move. I'm going to move back. You don't have to move back. Let's move back. And then I want to work down in the feet for a moment. So all I'm going to do is lift my heels. So my toes are bending. So I'm not going to the tippy toe. My toes are bending. And we're going to do this for a minute. So if it's hard, you can alternate. So one leg gets a break for a second. Or do both. If it's easy, put your hands on your legs and then just add just a little bit of pressure. Not a big deal. Don't tighten up your neck. Just adding a little resistance. So you got to be where you are. Are your toes bending? Are your ankles moving? I hope so. And we're waking up the calves. Good way to burn calories. It seems really simple. But if you have to sit around at a desk or something, just do a few. Just do this. Just do it. Every now and then, just do 10. All right, we're almost there. I'm going to alternate, getting a little tired. I'm going to keep my resistance on my knees. Yay! So we're getting joint movement, and we're strengthening the calves a little bit, waking them up, getting some blood flow. You got 5 seconds left to go. And then relax. And that's preparing us for the next pose. I'm going to scooch in. Okay. I'm going to turn sideways. You don't have to turn. So when I'm going to turn in my chair to one side and I want to scooch back, I sent the picture of this pose. So my arm goes to the seat of the chair, and then now my toes are bent. So my toes are bent under. And I slide my knee back so my knee goes straight down to the floor, not back behind me. So as I drop my knee, I want to tuck the pelvis. So as I drop my knee down, my knee is sinking down. I want to give my pelvis a little tuck, and you're going to feel this nice, delicious, lengthening sensation in the front of your thigh. Drop the knee, tuck the pelvis. And we add a side bend to it. So I'm going to lean into the back of my chair. I'm going to swoop the arm up, however that works for your shoulder. I'm going to look at the seat of the chair, and I'm going to continue to drop the knee, tuck the pelvis, reach the arm, and then just bend to the side as much as you can. So my knee is dropping down and my fingers are reaching away from my knee. And I'm going to breathe into that stretchy feeling. When you want to come out, the arm comes out first. You could lean a little forward and help that back leg come up. Easy peasy, right? All right, so we'll do the other side, of course. And I'm in my chair, so I'm not on the edge of my chair, because then I'm not going to be able to hold on to the back of it. And as I take this foot, I'm going to bend my toes. Oh, I can't get my toes in the picture today. And then I'm going to drop that knee down. So if I scooch a little bit off the chair so that side of your butt can come off of the chair. So my toes are tucked, my knee is straight below my hip, and then give yourself a tuck like we were doing earlier. And if you get the tuck, you'll feel the stretch. Put a little pressure in the front foot. Add the arm if you can, lifting up and bending to the back of your chair. You can turn your nose down towards your armpit. And then I want you to drop the knee, reach the fingers, and breathe. Big exhale. Ooh, my knee touched the floor. Big exhale. Exhale all the way. Last one. The arm comes out first when you're ready. And the back leg comes forward. Now let's stay here and twist. So I'm still sideways in my chair. I'm going to scooch on a little better. And then I'm going to rotate. So my leg that is away from my chair, my outer leg, is going to move forward with the foot and forward with the sit bone. Be tall, rotate your ribs, hang on to the back of your chair. So inhale, breathe into your lungs. Exhale, be light on your hands. Can you rotate your ribs a little bit? When they don't move anymore, turn your hands on, hold yourself there. Gently turn your neck. Keep your original chin parallel to the floor. Open your eyes, make your eyes look over there. Now keep yourself here, but turn only your eyeballs back to the left. My body is going to the right, my head is turning to the right. You guys may not be left or right. And my eyeballs are looking the opposite direction the rest of my body is going. Relax the eyes, and then come out nice and slow. I didn't tell you to do right and left, sorry. Hope that didn't mess you up. Turn it around, do the other side, ready? So the outer leg, I'm gonna bring my foot forward and I'm gonna bring that side of my butt forward. As I rotate to face the back of the chair, I'm holding on. I take an easy breath. Ribs are stacked over the pelvis, don't arch. Exhale, rotate. The hands are light to get your ribs to move. And once you're not moving through the ribs, your hands hold you there. Turn your neck. Open your eyes, look over there to the direction you're going. Now keep your head here. Just turn your eyeballs the other way. Just the eyeballs. I know it's weird. Come out gently, slowly. Relax your eyes. Come all the way back. Just opening up some new neural pathways in the brain. I think if I open up any new neural pathways in my brain is going to explode. Scoot your butt back, bring your elbows to your legs, interlace your fingers. Now, if you want to go all the way down, but all the way down looks kind of far, you could put a block or something under your hands between your feet. I want you to go to stage 1 first. So elbows to your legs, lower the head, and just pause here. And I want to create a little movement in the shoulders. So just keep your head heavy. You're going to push your arms into your legs. Your chest will move away from the floor. And then sink down, chest sinks down. But look at the angle of my arms. So I'm not letting my arms sink out like this. I'm keeping those arm bones upright. And I'm just moving up and down. We do this on the roller in Melt. And then if you have high blood pressure, detached retina, glaucoma, or you're pregnant, you want to stay here where your head is just slightly above your heart. If you're able to go down, you can take your hands inside your legs or on the outside of your legs. Use your breath. So don't be all the way down. Come up out of it just a little bit. And use your breath. Inhale into your back. Exhale all the way through your mouth. I know it's a little hard to breathe down here, upside down. Just focus on the exhales. When you want to come out, keep your head down. Go back up onto your elbows to legs if you were all the way down. You've been upside down, so you really want to take your time. Hands to your legs to come up. You can open your eyes if you tend to get dizzy. And as you come to the top, just close your eyes and just take a breath. All right, let's continue. So we've done forward bends, back bends, side bend, and a twist. You might be like, hey, I feel great. I'm done. You could be done, but we got to get out of the chair, so we might as well strengthen our legs. Toes and feet, knees apart. And so we want to have a lumbar curve. So you don't want to be rounded. You won't be able to get up. You want to sit up tall. Lean the chest a little over top of your heels, and then I want you to push into your feet to get up. Ready? Go. Push. And then we're going to go up and down. I'm the headless yogi. So I'm going to back up and I'm going to feel my legs touch the chair, bending from the hips. This time, I'm not going to sit all the way down, but I want you to sit as low as you can go and then push down into the feet, come all the way back up. Now, you can put your hands in front of you in prayer position. You can take your arms out in front of you. And I'm going to add on to this. So this time as you're almost sitting in the chair, I want you to feel as if you're pulling your feet apart and you have a big band around your knees and you're pushing out into that band. So now I've activated some different muscles. Let's keep going. Ready? All the way up. Keep pulling the feet apart, pulling the knees apart, and then back down. Keep that tension in the feet, pulling apart, bending from the hips, and then come all the way up. At the top, give the underbutt a little squeeze to open up the front of the hip creases. And let's continue down. This time, we're going to pause down here and do 4 little pulses. So I'm going to come up an inch, down an inch, up an inch, pull the feet apart, pull the knees apart, down an inch, up an inch. These are big inches, aren't they? Down an inch, pause, little tiny bounces, right? Just go up, 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 up. Last one, come all the way up. Under butt tightens, front of the hips open. Wiggle your butt. Very nice. I'm using my imagination and imagine you doing it absolutely perfectly. Okay. So I want to do this, a couple of poses, like side bendy pose. Grab a block. If you don't have a block, I don't know what you're waiting for, as they sell them everywhere. You don't have to go to a yoga store. But you could use a pillow until you get one. Ooh, my block was sitting next to my heater. It's so nice. All right, we're going to do a side bend. And so what we're doing is turning on our core so that we bend to the side. If we don't turn on the core, we would do one of two things: fall down on the floor, or we would tighten up muscles that we always tighten up, like your neck and your lower back. So what I want you to do here is give the block a little squeeze, not a death grip. So you've turned on the inner thighs. Those of you who've melted before, this is a great combination of these two things. My thighs feel like they're spinning in, and I'm holding the block. I am in neutral, and I'm going to find my core by making an SH sound. Go inhale, exhale, make your SH sound. Go shh. You should feel this cinching in, side to side, front to back, top and bottom, pelvic floor. Let's do that one more time. Ready? Exhale, go shh. Pelvic floor pulling up. Every time I say find your core, you can make that sound. Here we go. Ready? Let's take the arms up. I'm going to take my right palm is turning up. My thumb is pointing forward. I'm going to grab my wrist, my left wrist. I think it's backwards when you're looking at me. So I'm going to pull my arm up, so hold the block, engage the glutes, find your core. Shh. And you're going to pull on that wrist. You're going to bend, pull that arm over to the side. You can lower your head down, find your core. Shh. Hold the block, engage the glutes, find the core. Maybe dip down a little bit lower. When you're ready to come up, inhale on the way up. Let's stay up here and just switch arms. Ready? My left palm is holding my right wrist. I'm pulling my right arm to the ceiling and I'm going to bend to the left. Hold the block, find your core, bend to the side. When you feel that engagement, that is what's holding you there. We're turning on layers of tissue that hold, protect, and support. Exhale, find your core, go a little deeper if you can. And then on an inhale, come all the way up and lower down. Take a breath. And then we're going to do this forward bend, but I want you to watch. I'm going to add something to the forward bend today. You could use a chair. I'm going to use my block because I think it's a little easier to understand what I'm asking you to do. Just watch. Feet are wide. I'm going to put my block down. Actually, I'm going to get 2 blocks. Okay. So we're going to add a side stretch to a forward bend. Today is rib day. So just watch for a moment. I'm going to fold from my hips, find my blocks. You could use the chair, and I'm going to say walk your blocks or move your hands or chair over to the left in front of the left foot, And then my right arm, watch, can reach way out. My butt sinks back as my arm reaches out. And then we'll do the other side. Ready? You can use a chair. I'm going to fold from the hips. Support yourself. I'm not all the way in it. I'm not trying to go down to the floor yet. Walk the hands to the left. Take the right hand way, way, way out. Lower your head. Your ear is right next to your arm. The knees are straight. The toes are forward. Think about your butt going back and your hand reaching forward. Breathing into the right side. And then let's go to the other direction. You can walk your blocks over in front of the right foot. Knees are straight. My right hand stays where it is under my shoulder. My left arm goes way out beyond. And I think about my butt going back and my fingers reaching forward. My left ear is next to my left arm. And the angle of my body allows me to breathe bigger into that left side. This is part of the spiral line of fascia. So stretching out this left side of your ribs helps your right hip. Now go back into the center. If you need to come up, you can come up. Or turn on the front of the thighs. Draw the belly in as you exhale and lower down to your deepest forward bend. Again, if you have those high blood pressure, detached retina, glaucoma, you want to keep your head at the level of your heart. Let your head go. Feel the weight evenly distributed throughout your feet. Turn on the front of the thighs. Draw the belly in. If you're too deep to feel that, come up a little bit. Relax your jaw. When you want to come out of this, you can bend your knees and climb up, or keep your legs straight, strong back. Up you come. Inhale, up you come. And walk your feet together. Fix your little clothes. Good. Okay. So let's give a little pull to the fascia through the side of the neck, and then we'll kind of move our fluids. So I'm going to turn to the back here. I'm going to take my left hand. I'm going to grab hold of my right wrist behind me. And I'm going to drop my left ear down to my left shoulder. I'm going to pull my right wrist down. Turn the nose down towards the armpit. So I'm kind of looking down to the left. And now I'm pulling down with my wrist. Can you reach the right hand down? You should feel a pull. All the way. Spread your fingers. Reach, reach, reach. Take a breath. Relax. Stop pulling and reaching. And then release back to center. Take your right hand, grab hold of the wrist. I'm going to drop my right ear down to my shoulder. That gives me some sensation. I can turn my nose down towards the armpit. And now instead of pulling, reach with your fingers. So my left fingers reach down, 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 down. Breathe. Reach. And relax. Release the hands. Gentle movement with your neck. All right, I'm coming in close. Ready? I want you to do a couple things. I want you to take your hands right behind your ears. You could sit in your chair for a second if you like. And we're going to go right behind the ears. There's a knobby bone. Make some circles. Go the other way. Go forward and back. Go to your jaw. Find that place where your jaw, the lower jaw and upper jaw meet. Make some circles. Oh, that feels good, doesn't it? Other way. Pause the movement, compress, and say ya, ya. Take your fingers to your temples. Oh, that feels good. Other way. Forward and back. Shifting the skin over your scalp. Take your middle finger and your ring finger and flick from the center of your forehead out. Under your eyes, it's a slight downwards motion. From your chin to your ears, it's a flick. And then from your neck down, take the fingers to the tops of the collarbones, press. Under the collarbones, press. To the back of the neck again, down. We're just helping the fluids move, the lymph move. Pat under the underarm. I hope you've been doing this with me enough that you know how to do it by yourself, but I know you don't. That's why we have to do it together. We need each other, don't we? I know. I went to bed last night. I was like, thank God I have to go out there tomorrow and practice. Pat the belly. Side of the hips. You can use your fists. Your butt. Right near your sacrum. That feels nice. Down your butt to the back of your legs, to the backs of your knees. Right above the backs of the knees, into the backs of the knees, back up the butt. Sides of the hips. Ending at the belly. And relax. Start to jiggle your fingers, your wrists, your arms, your shoulders. Bounce your heels. Be a little wacky. Up and down. Shake it out. Shake, 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 shake. Moving your tissues. And land in your feet. Rest your arms. Take a breath. Feel that energy. Oh my gosh. Swoop the arms up. Spread the fingers. Lift your face. Feeling open to all possibilities. Bring the palms together to the center of your heart. Thank your body. Namaste. All right, lovely human beings. Go drink some water. Eat some vegetables. Thank you for putting up with me, joining me, changing with me, growing with me,